Hello everyone, my name is Mehmet Genç. Today we are going to review our final project for data manipulation class. So let's check out our overview. Yeah, first step is checking the raw data, and then we are gonna start the cleansing process, which is Excel comes first, and then we will create a pivot table in Excel, and then we are gonna use Python for some cleansing and the visualization part. And the last step is going to be Power BI, and we are going to some visualization works using the Power BI, and then the last steps will be the result. So let's start with our raw data. We will examine crime rates by region in 1962 to 2000 in Canada. Also look at the change in this rate and question why. So this is raw data. We have plenty of columns and around 13,000 rows. So as you can see, this is the worksheet, and I already deleted some unnecessary columns, and also I used the filter to get rid of some of unnecessary information. And this is the final part of our data. So we are going to use this data for creating pivot table. So we can move with PowerPoint. Yep. The pivot table, we create a pivot table based on the clean data we make, which is here. So we use the regions and the crime rates for the creating this chart. And as you can see, crime rates by region in Canada 1962 to 2000, and Ontario and Quebec has the most crime rates in Canada, and that makes sense because these two states, we can say that the biggest states, so that's why. Let's keep going with the cleaning process in Python. So first we load our data into Python with the pd.read csv command. So it's here. This is our path, and I call my data as a crimes. And then the first thing I did, I wanted to get rid of the null datas, and I put to 0 instead of the null datas, and then I deleted the sum of columns. So in this part we checking out the type of offense. So we have plenty of offense type, and then yeah, this is like a more accuracy for our data. We deleted the Canada from our data, some other cleaning process, and display max rows is 10. Our data shape is, the finalized part is 4 columns, 12,262 rows, the first 10 and the last 10, and some information about our data. Here's the 4 columns, value, type of offense, regions, date, and the data type is object and intelligent. So the describe of our data, which is some statistical information, count, mean, minimum, 25%, 50%, 75%, the maximum values, and the types is, and the rows, the third one. So the columns, maximum columns. In here is some size and summary information. As you can see, everything is here about our data. So before the start visualization, I deleted the sum of rows using these commands, these 2 commands, and then I uploaded some libraries that I need. This is our first chart in Python, so which is about the crime rates and by type offense. So as you can see, the property crimes, theft, other crimes, and other criminal code is the highest ones. And then we are keep going to with visualization works. So this is the codes, and this one is crime rates by regions. So as you can see, the Quebec, Ontario, and British Columbia is the highest. They have highest crime rates. And this is the end of the Python part. So let's continue with the PowerPoint. We collect the data. We check out our data. And then we have 2 kind of chart. So let's continue the Power BI. So this is our interactive dashboard. So the first one is crime rates, crime value by regions, geographical positions. So the Ontario, Quebec, and British Columbia is the highest one, and the second charts represent the crime types by region and also rates. So the Ontario and Quebec and British Columbia, the lowest one is Yukon and North Territories. So this chart is crime value by region, and also we have this one. This is crime rates by dates, crime types and rates also we have, and So in this section of the graphics, we see the rapid increases and decreases in the 90s, as you can see. Actually, there's a trend of the increasing trend until 1991, since 1962, which is our start date. So suddenly the crime rates started decreasing after the 1991. So we will going to review this rapid change, and we will check out reasons for this change. Also, our dashboard is interactive, so we can choose the frauds and we can see the trends and the regions only for the frauds or theft. So the trends is changing, as you can see. For example, the robbery. Yeah. Federal. So our resolution works in Power BI. This is our interactive dashboard. So to sum up, there is a rapid changes in 1990s. So I provided two kind of charts about the Canadian growth. So as you can see here, this part and this decreases. Our graphics contain data related to the economic developments of Canada. So there are very hard movements before and after 90s. Which cite on two graphics. These hard movements in the economy directly affected the crime rate, and after of the rise of the economic trend is biggest cause for decreases crime rates after 90s. So when the economy start to grow up rapidly and the crime rates start decreasing rapidly. So there is some kind of correlation between the economic growth and the crime rates. Thank you so much for listening.